I know exactly how you're feeling right now. As you lie there in the dark, you are staring at the ceiling, and you feel absolutely nothing. You are not crying. You are not angry. You are just incredibly tired. Tired of waking up every single day to do the exact same things over and over again. The alarm clock rings. You make the meals. You do the chores. You go to work. You come home. You go to sleep. To do it all over again. It feels like you are simply a ghost, going through the motions of your own life. You look around at the life you built. It heft. You have the house. You have the job. You have the people who need you. You have everything society told you would make you happy. But instead of feeling joy, you just feel this heavy, gray numbness spreading through your chest. And then comes the midnight guilt, the quiet voice that tells you that you are selfish or ungrateful for not loving this life. I need you to listen to me very carefully right now. You are not ungrateful. You are not broken. You are experiencing a profound clinical exhaustion of your nervous system and your dopamine pathways. You have given so much of your energy, your time, and your soul, your time and your strengths, your time and your soul to keeping everyone else's world spinning, that your own inner spark has simply gone to sleep. To protect you from burning out completely. Shh. Tonight, in this quiet and safe space, we are not going to force you to feel happy. We are not going to ask you to list things you are grateful for. You do not have to perform for anyone right now. We are simply going to gently thaw that heavy ice inside your chest. Take it very slow. Take it very slow. Let that heavy exhaustion go into the night. You are completely safe to just be tired tonight. It is time to finally rest. When we experience this kind of profound emotional numbness, our body naturally goes into a state of physical freeze. It is a biological survival mechanism. Your nervous system has literally dialed down your energy, to keep you from completely breaking down under the weight of your endless routines. And that freeze, that deep, cold numbness is held directly in your physical body. It is held mostly in your chest, your throat, and your stomach. So right now, we are not going to try to change your mind. We are not going to analyze your thoughts. We are simply going to bring a little bit of gentle, thawing warmth back into your physical body. Let us start by bringing your soft focus to your jaw. You might not even realize it, but you've been clenching your teeth all day long, bracing yourself for the next task, the next demand, the next expectation. Let your jaw drop open slightly. Let your jaw fall away from the roof of your mouth. Feel the heavy muscles of your face start to melt, melting down smoothly, like soft snow under the morning sun. Now, slowly and gently move your attention down into your shoulders. They have been pulled up tight against your neck for so long, trying to hold the structure of your entire life together. I want you to imagine two warm, comforting hands, gently but firmly pressing your shoulders down into the mattress. Let them sink. Let them drop, sinking deeper and deeper and deeper. Feel that warm. Feel that warm, heavy release spreading down your arms. flowing past your elbows, your wrists, all the way down into your fingertips. Your arms are becoming so incredibly heavy, completely paralyzed by relaxation. Now, bring your awareness to the very center of your chest. This is where the numbness truly lives. Heavy block of ice has settled over the years, the exact place where your passion, your excitement, and your joy used to reside. Place your own hand over your heart right now if you like. Feel the physical contact. We are going to breathe some life and warmth back into this frozen space. Take a very slow, very gentle breath in with me, pulling the air deep into your lungs. One, dot, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Hold that quiet warmth inside your chest and exhale slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8. J8. Imagine a soft, glowing golden light right in the center of your chest with every single breath you take. That golden light gets a little bit warmer, a little bit brighter, and is starting to gently, slowly, thaw that heavy block of ice. You do not have to force anything at all. Just let the natural warmth of your own breath do the work. The ice is slowly melting, turning into a warm, soothing stream of liquid energy that is washing down into your stomach. Your stomach has been tied in tight knots, holding all the silent anxiety of a life that feels like it is passing you by. Let your stomach completely relax now. Let it be completely soft. You do not have to hold it in anymore for anyone. You do not have to be strong or perfectly put together right now. Feel that gentle, thawing warmth spread down through your hips, flowing down the heavy muscles of your thighs, past your knees, your calves, and all the way out through the soles of your feet. Choke any remaining coldness. Choke any lingering tension is draining out of your toes and disappearing into the night. Your entire physical body is feeling so incredibly warm, so profoundly heavy, and completely relaxed. You are sinking deeper and deeper into the mattress, and the bed is rising up to hold you securely in this quiet darkness. You are perfectly safe here in this cocoon of warmth. Let the thaw continue. Your body knows exactly what to do. I want to talk to you for a moment about why you feel this way, why the colors of your life have slowly faded into this heavy, gray blur. Society has a very cruel way of making us feel guilty when we have a safe and stable life. People might look at your life from the outside and see the house, the family, the routines, and think you have absolutely everything. And when you do not feel happy, when you just feel empty inside, that inner critic inside your mind wakes up. It whispers to you in the dark, telling you that you are ungrateful, telling you that you are broken, or that you're simply a bad person for not loving every single minute of it. But I am here to tell you the scientific truth tonight. Your brain is not broken, and your soul is not ungrateful. You are simply experiencing a profound depletion of your dopamine system. Dopamine is the chemical of anticipation, of excitement, of newness. It is the spark that makes us feel alive. But when you've spent years waking up and doing the exact same things for everyone else, when every single day is completely predictable, your brain simply stops producing it. The endless cycle of chores, the invisible mental load of remembering everyone else's schedules, The constant pressure to be responsible and hold everything together. It takes a massive amount of invisible energy. You have been functioning on pure willpower and adrenaline for so long that your nervous system finally had to pull the emergency brake. That heavy numbness you feel on your chest. It is not a failure of your character. It is a highly intelligent biological defense mechanism. Your body had to turn off the emotional switch, and because if it kept feeling the overwhelming weight of those endless responsibilities so intensely, the sheer exhaustion would have destroyed you. Your inner spark, that part of you that used to dream and feel deeply, has been placed in a cage of obligations. Every time you chose duty over your own desires, every time you swallowed your own needs to make sure the family was taken care of, a tiny drop of your emotional reserve was drained away. Over the years, that adds up to a massive deficit. So of course you feel empty. Of course you feel numb. Of course you feel numb. It is the only logical response your body could have. Shh. So, Dad, I want you to completely forgive yourself right now for not feeling joy today. I want you to forgive yourself for feeling so incredibly bored and so deeply tired of this perfectly fine routine. You are allowed to be exhausted by the sheer weight of being a responsible adult. You are allowed to admit that sometimes. Doing the right thing every single day is just profoundly, deeply exhausting. Imagine taking all of those heavy expectations, the guilt, the pressure to always be happy and grateful, and just setting them down on the floor next to your bed. You do not need to carry them tonight. They do not belong to you anymore. You are just a human being, a very tired human being, who needs a moment of absolute stillness to let your mind heal, to let your dopamine pathways slowly repair themselves in the dark. The predictability of your life is safe, but it is also exhausting. And acknowledging the truth is the first step toward thawing the ice. Just breathe. Breathe in the permission to feel absolutely nothing at all, and exhale the heavy guilt of not being perfect. You are perfectly fine exactly as you are. There's nothing wrong with you. You just need to rest. To deeply, truly rest, without the burden of having to feel anything at all. In the profound psychology of Carl Jung, there is a concept known as the persona. It is the psychological mask we build to survive in the world, to be accepted, to be loved, and to be safe. And you have been wearing your mask for so incredibly long. You wear the mask for the perfect caregiver, the mask of the reliable employee, the mask of the supportive partner, the one who always has the answers, the one who holds everything together when things fall apart. You have worn these heavy, rigid masks so tightly and for so many years that you might have actually forgotten what your real face looks like underneath them. Society constantly praises you for being so responsible. They tell you how strong you are, how much they admire your endless capacity to give. But underneath that heavy, exhausting armor of responsibility, there is just a fragile, deeply tied human being who desperately wants to be taken care of for once. Right now, in this completely quiet room, there's absolutely no one watching you. The audience has gone home. The stage is completely empty. The lights are turned off. You do not have to perform for anyone anymore tonight. I want you to imagine, right now, reaching up with your mind and gently untying the strings of that heavy, suffocating mask Feel a physical relief as you slowly pull it away from your skin. Take it off and set it down on the nightstand beside you. Feel the cool, gentle night air brush against your true face. It feels so strange at first to be so exposed, but also so incredibly free. You are not your endless to-do list. You are not the meals you cook. You are not the emails you send. You are not the laundry you fold. Those are just things you do. They are simply tasks. They are not who you are. Shh. Who you truly are is the quiet, observing presence that is listening to my voice right now. A pure, untouched soul. That existed long before the world told you who you needed to be. Long before they handed you that heavy list of responsibilities. Let all of those titles, all of those heavy labels, drop to the floor right now. Mother, wife, daughter, worker, manager, friend. Let them all slide off your shoulders, like a heavy, soaking wet winter coat that you have been carrying through an endless storm. You no longer need it in here. It is so incredibly liberating to just be nobody for a little while, to strip away every single expectation and just be a breathing, resting organism, floating safely in the dark. You do not have to have an opinion about anything right now. You do not have to solve any problems for tomorrow. You do not have to figure out your life. You do not have to be strong anymore. You can just be completely soft, completely vulnerable, and completely free. Think about how much energy it takes to constantly curate that version of yourself for the world. The smiling face when you want to cry, the patient voice when you want to scream, the calm exterior when your mind is racing. Every single one of those moments requires a tiny piece of your life force. No wonder you feel so numb at the end of the day. Your energy is entirely spent on maintaining the illusion of the persona. But here, in the velvet darkness of this room, the illusion is no longer required. The darkness does not judge. The darkness does not ask for favors. The darkness simply accepts you, with all of your flaws, all of your exhaustion, and all of your hidden numbness. Allow yourself to sink into that acceptance. Feel the boundaries of your physical body start to blur. As you let go of the rigid shape you have been holding all day, you are melting into the mattress, returning to a state of pure being. You do not need to earn your rest tonight. You do not need to earn your rest tonight. Your rest is your absolute birthright. Just for existing, just for breathing, just for being here right now. This is just for being here right now. Let the quietness wrap around you like a heavy, weighted blanket, protecting your fragile true self from the demands of the outside world. You are safe. You are hidden. You are hidden. You are beautifully, perfectly. Nobody. Just rest. Now that you have laid down that heavy mask, it is time to guide your mind, gently and safely, into a state of profound, healing rest. We are going to slowly count backwards, from 10 down to 1. With every single number I say, you will feel your brain waves naturally slowing down, shifting away from the frantic beta state of your daily routines and melting down into the calm, restorative alpha state. 10. Take a very slow, very soft breath in with me, and let it all wash out into the quiet night. You are taking the very first step down into a warm, deeply protected space inside your own mind. 9. Feel the incredible weight of your physical body sinking deeper and deeper into the mattress. Every single muscle that was bracing for tomorrow's endless tasks is now completely surrendering, melting down like warm wax under a soft light. 8. 8. As you step further down, notice how the repetitive loops of your daily life are beginning to fade. The mental checklists, the chores, the constant expectations of everyone around you. They are all dissolving into the dark shadows. They simply do not belong in this space. 7. You are drifting further and further away from the waking world. Time itself is beginning to lose its rigid meaning. In this sacred stillness, there is no morning rush. There is no evening exhaustion. There is no strict schedule to follow. There is only this exact, peaceful moment of breathing. 6. Your mind is becoming so incredibly quiet. The demanding noise of your adult responsibilities is slowly being replaced by a soft, comforting blanket of pure silence. Let that heavy silence wrap around your tired shoulders. 5. You are halfway down now, halfway to complete surrender. You are just drifting, floating effortlessly on a dark, gentle river of relaxation, feeling so deeply held and supported by the bed beneath you. 4. Every single nerve fiber in your body is letting go. You are allowing yourself to experience a very different kind of numbness right now. We are replacing the cold, gray, exhausting numbness of your midlife burnout, but with the warm, heavy, deeply restorative numbness of a truly healing sleep. It feels so incredibly good to just stop trying, to stop managing, to stop caring for just a little while. 3, sinking deeper and deeper still. The air around you is perfectly still. Your breathing is entirely automatic now. Slow, steady, and completely natural, like the gentle rhythm of ocean waves rolling onto a quiet shore in the middle of the night. 2. The outside world is completely vanished from your awareness. The house, the city, the obligations, they have all melted away, leaving only this safe, intimate cocoon of warmth and absolute safety. You are almost there. Shh. 1. You have arrived at the very bottom of the stairs. A place of deep, absolute relaxation. A place of deep, absolute relaxation. Your mind is clear. Your body is incredibly heavy. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to fix, nothing left to worry about. Just drift and let the healing begin. I want to speak directly to the logical part of your mind right now. The part of you that is always analyzing, always trying to fix every single problem. The part that might be feeling deeply frustrated with yourself, feeling so empty and numb. You might think that this numbness is a sign of weakness or flaw in your character. You might be fighting it, trying desperately to force yourself to feel joy or gratitude. But I want to give your logical mind a calming, clinical anchor tonight, a gentle scientific truth that will allow you to finally stop fighting yourself. Clinically speaking, this profound numbness you are experiencing is not a failure. It is actually a magnificent sign of your body's profound intelligence. It is a highly advanced biological survival mechanism. I want you to really think about it for a moment. For years and years, you have been absorbing the stress, the overwhelming emotions, and the constant and the endless needs of everyone around you. You have been the ultimate shock absorber for your family, the completely reliable foundation at your job, the one who carries the heavy, invisible mental load of 1,000 tiny details every single day. If your nervous system had allowed you to feel the full, raw intensity of all that input every single day without a break, you would have completely shattered. The sheer volume of responsibility would have destroyed you. So your brain, in its infinite, protective wisdom, did the only thing it could do to save you. It built a wall. It deliberately dialed down the volume of your emotional receptors. It created this heavy gray blanket of numbness to wrap tightly around your heart and your nervous system, protecting you from being completely consumed by the endless demands of your life. This numbness is not your enemy. It is your armor. It is the very shield that helped you survive the hardest, most exhausting years of building your life and taking care of your loved ones. It has been working overtime, keeping you functional when you were running on empty. But here is the beautiful truth about tonight. You are completely safe now. You are completely safe now. In this quiet room, in the soft velvet of this dark night, there is no threat. There is no emergency to manage. There is no emergency to manage. There is no one asking anything of you. You do not need to wear the heavy armor anymore tonight. You can actually thank your nervous system for protecting you so incredibly well, and you can gently, lovingly tell it to stand down. You can quietly say to your own mind, "Thank you for keeping me safe, but the shift is over. We can rest now." As you lie here, feeling the comforting weight of the blankets, sinking deeper and deeper into the mattress, I want you to imagine taking that heavy, gray armor of numbness and just gently, slowly taking it off. You do not have to fight it. You do not have to hate it. You just have to acknowledge its service, tap, and let it go. Your body has survived. You have done your job perfectly. And now, the biological need for that intense protection is over for the day. Your brain can finally stop guarding the gates. The sentinels can go to sleep. You can let the soft, quiet, healing waves of deep rest wash over those defensive walls. Just breathe, taking in the pure, safe air of this room. Let the logic slowly fade away. Let the analyzing mind completely power down. Let the analyzing mind completely power down. The scientific truth has set you free from the guilt. It is absolutely safe to just be soft now. To be completely vulnerable. To be deeply, profoundly relaxed. To be profoundly relaxed. In the profound depths of Jungian psychology, there is a powerful concept known as the shadow. It is the hidden room inside our own minds, the locked place where we push away every single thought, every emotion, and every desire that society tells us is unacceptable. And for a good woman, a deeply responsible woman like you, Dot, the shadow room is filled with some very heavy secrets. You have spent your entire adult life trying to be the light for everyone else. Trying to be the anchor, the reliable foundation of your family. And because of that intense pressure, you have pushed a very specific part of yourself deep into the dark shadows. It is the part of you that is secretly, desperately tired of your own beautiful life. It is the part of you that sometimes looks at your family, your house, your endless responsibilities, and it feels a sudden, overwhelming urge to just walk out the front door, get in the car, and drive away into the night without ever looking back. That thought terrifies you, doesn't it? And that urge rises up in the middle of a mundane Tuesday morning. You immediately push it back down, punish yourself for it. You tell yourself that you're a terrible person, a bad mother, a selfish partner, just for wanting to escape. You cover that natural desire with a heavy blanket of guilt, and eventually, that suppressed guilt turns into the very numbness you are feeling tonight. But I need you to listen to me very carefully right now, in the absolute safety of this quiet darkness. having the profound desire to run away. Though does not make you a bad person. It simply makes you a human being who is starved for freedom. That shadow part of you is not evil. She's not wicked. She's simply a wild, untamed spirit who has been locked inside a tiny cage of endless chores and obligations for far too long. She does not actually want to destroy your life. She just wants to breathe. She wants to be spontaneous. She wants to be completely selfish for just one day. She is utterly exhausted from always having to do the right thing, from always having to put everyone else's needs before her own. Tonight, in this sacred space, we are going to do something very courageous. We're going to gently open the door to that locked shadow room and invite her to step out into the safety of this dark bedroom. You do not have to act on her desires. You just have to acknowledge her existence without any judgment whatsoever. Imagine her sitting right there on the edge of your bed, this tired, rebellious, fiercely independent version of you. She has been carrying so much heavy shame, feeling like she is a monster who is not allowed to exist in your perfect life. Look at her with profound compassion. She is the actual source of your lost passion. She is the missing piece of your dopamine. Your spark has been locked away with her in the dark all these years. I want you to mentally reach out to her right now and tell her, I see you. I see how tired you are of following all the rules. I see how desperately you want to break free from this gray routine. And this is absolutely okay. You're allowed to hate the laundry. You are allowed to be incredibly bored with this predictable life. You are allowed to want more than just being useful to everyone else. Just by acknowledging her. Just by giving her the absolute permission to feel exactly what she feels. The exhausting internal war finally stops. You do not have to fight your own hidden desires anymore. You do not have to suppress your humanity to be considered a good woman. You can be a responsible adult and still hold a safe space for the wild woman inside you who wants to run away. Both of those truths can exist beautifully in the same heart. And as you finally stop fighting her, notice how the heavy, cold numbness in your chest begins to lift. The ice is cracking. Thaw. Because you are finally allowing yourself to be whole. You are bringing your shadow back into the light. She does not need to run away tonight because she is no longer trapped in the dark. She is right here with you, held in the warm, soft embrace of this peaceful night. You are completely safe. She is completely safe. She is completely safe. Let the two halves of your soul finally merge back together as you sink deeper and deeper into a state of profound, authentic rest. Shh. Just let it all integrate. You are perfectly whole, exactly as you are. I want to transition your mind right now, gently moving you away from the strict logic of your daily life, away from the constant analyzing and problem solving, and I want to guide you into a very old, very comforting story. I want you to close your eyes and imagine a vast and ancient, lying perfectly still in the very middle of a deep, freezing winter. The entire world is covered in a thick, heavy blanket of pure white snow. The sky above is a soft, muted gray, and the air is so incredibly still. There's absolutely no wind. There's no movement. There's no movement. The magnificent trees are completely bare, indeed. Their branches stripped of all their colorful leaves. If someone were to walk through this silent forest right now, they might look around and think that everything is completely dead. They might look at the frozen ground and assume that all the life, all the passion, and all the vibrant energy has permanently disappeared. But nature holds a very profound secret, a secret that we, as exhausted human beings, almost always forget. Deep, deep beneath the frozen surface of the earth, far away from the biting cold of the winter air. See, there is a different world entirely. Down there in the rich, dark soil, there is a tiny, fragile seed. It is completely surrounded by absolute darkness and the heavy, crushing weight of the earth above it. This tiny seed is experiencing its own kind of deep numbness. It is not moving. It is not growing. It is not growing. It is not trying to produce beautiful, vibrant flowers for anyone else to admire. It is not trying to prove its worth to the rest of the forest. It is simply resting. Just it is completely surrendered to the season of winter. The seed understands the fundamental truth of the universe. It knows that this long, dark period of absolute stillness is not a failure. It knows that this numbness is absolutely necessary. It is the only way it can slowly, quietly, gather enough vital energy to eventually bloom again when the time is absolutely right. It does not apologize to the earth for sleeping. It does not feel guilty for being unproductive during these cold months. It just sleeps, completely trusting the natural cycle of its own existence. You, my tired friend, are exactly like that beautiful sleeping seed right now. This profound numbness you've been feeling, this heavy exhaustion that makes you want to retreat from your own repetitive life. It is not the permanent death of your soul. It is simply your winter. You have spent so many seasons blooming for everyone else, giving away your energy, your time, and your vibrant colors to keep your family and your world beautiful. But you cannot bloom endlessly. No living thing in nature can survive that. You must eventually retreat into the quiet, dark soil of your own mind to heal, to recover, and to find your own center again. The seed holds the entire blueprint of a magnificent forest within its tiny shell, just as you still hold your entire vibrant personality within you. It is not lost. It is just resting deeply. You do not have to apologize for your winter. You do not have to force yourself to feel the warm excitement of summer, when your soul is desperately calling for the cold, quiet peace of hibernation. Just like that tiny seed, you are fully allowed to rest. You are allowed to pull all of your energy inward. Imagine the heavy layers of snow above you, acting as a thick, soundproof barrier, muffling the loud voices of your daily responsibilities. Don't let that comforting snow of this peaceful night cover you entirely, insulating you, protecting you from the endless demands and expectations of the world above. You don't need to be vibrant today. You don't need to be useful. You don't need to be anything at all to anyone. You just need to be anything at all to anyone. You just need to be safe and warm and deeply, profoundly asleep. Feel yourself sinking down into the mattress now, just like that seed sinking deeper into the protective earth. The soil around you is rich and dark and incredibly safe. It holds you securely from all sides. It holds you securely from all sides, absorbing all of your anxiety, absorbing all of your lingering guilt. With every single breath you take, you are drawing in the quiet, ancient strength of the earth. The spring will inevitably come, exactly when it is supposed to. The ice will eventually melt, and your passion for life will naturally return without you even trying. But right now, in this exact moment, there is only the quiet, healing dark. There is nothing to prepare for. There is nothing to figure out. Just let the heavy winter sleet take over every single cell in your body. Sink down into the quiet soil. Down into the peaceful, numb, beautiful rest. I want you to take a journey with me right now. a slow, quiet journey deep into the very core of your own being, far beneath the heavy layers of your daily responsibilities, far below the cold numbness that has settled over your life. I want you to gently bring your complete attention back to the very center of your chest, the quiet, intimate space right behind your heart. For so many years, you truly believed that the vibrant, passionate part of you was completely gone. To the gray, endless routine of your days, and you assumed that the fire inside you had simply burned out, extinguished by the sheer weight of being a responsible adult. But I want to tell you a beautiful, scientific, and spiritual truth tonight. That fire never died, that never went out, and never went out. In the profound wisdom of your own soul, for vital energy, your true inner spark, simply retreated into the deepest, safest room inside your heart. It hid itself away in the dark. So that the cold winds of your exhausting life could not blow it out entirely. That heavy numbness you've been feeling, it was just a thick, iron door protecting that tiny, precious spark from the overwhelming demands of the outside world. And now, because you are completely safe in this quiet darkness, because you are finally stopped forcing yourself to be productive, we can gently, slowly, open that protective door. I want you to imagine looking deep into that quiet space inside your chest and seeing a tiny, glowing ember, a single beautiful point of warm golden light. It is so incredibly small, but it is remarkably warm and completely untouched by the exhaustion of your daily life. This tiny, resilient spark is the pure essence of who you truly are. It is your inner child, your wild spirit, the part of you that still knows how to dream without limits, the part of you that still knows how to laugh until you cannot breathe. The part of you that feels everything with profound, vibrant intensity. It has been sitting there in the dark, waiting so incredibly patiently for you, waiting for a moment when you were not too busy taking care of everyone else. I want you to mentally reach out to that tiny spark right now. You do not need to fan it into a raging fire. You do not need to force it to suddenly illuminate your entire life. It is way too much pressure for tonight. Just gently cup your imaginary hands around it and feel its comforting, radiating warmth against your palms. Tell that beautiful, patient part of yourself, I'm so sorry I left you alone in the dark for so long. Husband, I'm incredibly busy surviving, so busy keeping everyone else safe and happy that I forgot to visit you, but I am here now, and you are safe. Notice how that tiny spark responds to your soft attention. Just by acknowledging its existence, just by sitting with it in the quiet dark, the golden light begins to pulse a little bit brighter, a little bit warmer. It is sending a slow, gentle wave of heat radiating outward through your chest, melting away the very last remaining traces of that cold. Heavy ice. You do not have to do anything but feel it. Allow that soft, golden warmth to spread into your shoulders, flowing down your tired arms and settling into the pit of your stomach. It feels exactly like coming home. It feels exactly like coming home. Coming back to the truest version of yourself after a very long, exhausting journey. You are not empty. You are not broken. You are not broken. You are overflowing with a quiet, dormant life force that is just waiting for the right season to bloom. But for tonight, it is absolutely enough to just know that the spark is there. It is safe. It is protected, and it belongs entirely to you. No one can ask you to share the specific light. No one can demand it from you for their own comfort. This warmth is yours and yours alone. Let that profound realization sink deep into your heavy muscles. Feel the absolute physical relief of knowing you have not lost yourself. You are just resting. Let the gentle golden glow fill your entire body with a profound sense of peace. The numbness is completely gone now, replaced by a heavy, comforting blanket of inner warmth. You are whole. You are alive. You are alive. And you are so incredibly tired. It is time to let that warm spark sing you to sleep. Just drift. Drift peacefully into the glowing dark, now that we have gently reconnected with that warm, beautiful inner spark. It is time to guide your physical body into one final, profound layer of somatic release. We're going to go so much deeper this time, sinking far below the surface of your muscles, down into the very cellular level of your being. We are going to completely synchronize the beating of your heart with the absolute, vast stillness of the night. I want you to bring your soft, wandering focus all the way up to the very top of your head. Imagine a heavy, thick wave of liquid warmth beginning to gather right there at your crown. It is a deeply comforting, golden warmth, radiating from that tiny spark we just uncovered. Let that heavy warmth slowly slide down over your forehead, smoothing out every single tiny crease, melting away the invisible lines of worry that you've been holding all day. Feel it pooling around your eyes. Your eyelids are becoming so incredibly heavy, so deeply paralyzed by relaxation, that you could not possibly open them even if you wanted to. They are sealed shut by the soft, comforting weight of sleep. Let the warmth flow down your cheeks. The wind pooling into your jaw once more, melting the very roots of your teeth. Allow that liquid warmth to travel down the back of your neck, sinking deep into the spinal cord, unlocking the pathways of your nervous system. Feel it cascading down into your shoulders, pushing them even deeper into the mattress, like heavy stones sinking into soft mud. This time, as the warmth enters your chest, it wraps completely around your heart. Listen to the rhythm of your own heartbeat for a moment. It is so slow, so incredibly steady, beating in perfect harmony with the quiet, sleeping house around you. Your heart does not have to race anymore. It does not have to pump adrenaline for your survival. It is just maintaining the quiet, peaceful rhythm of deep rest. Let that golden warmth seep down into your stomach, the place where you hold so much of your unspoken anxiety, where you digest not just your food, but the heavy emotions of your daily life. Feel your entire digestive system completely letting go, unclenching, turning entirely to liquid. You are completely safe to be soft here. There is no need to hold your core tight. The heavy warmth continues its slow, inevitable journey down your spine, unlocking every single vertebra, one by one. Your entire back is melting, fusing completely with the mattress beneath you. You cannot even tell where your physical body ends and the bed begins. Feel the heavy, golden liquid pooling in your hips, releasing the deep, primal muscles that have been carrying you through your endless routines. Let it flow down through the thick muscles of your thighs, wrapping around your knees, soothing your calves, and draining all the way down into your ankles. Finally, feel that profound, heavy relaxation pool into the soles of your feet and the tips of your toes. Any last remaining microscopic drop of tension, any tiny remnant of the day's exhaustion, is being gently pushed out of your toes, dissolving completely into the dark air of the room. Your entire physical body is now completely paralyzed by this profound healing relaxation. Every single cell in your body is collectively breathing a sigh of relief, letting go of the desperate need to fix, or to achieve. You are no longer a worker, no longer a manager of the household. You are simply a breathing organism, perfectly synced with the deep. Perfectly synced with the deep. The yours. There is nowhere else you need to be. There is absolutely nothing you need to accomplish. The physical boundaries of your body feel so wonderfully blurred. It is so heavy and yet so light at the exact same time. You are just drifting, sinking deeper and deeper, deeper, down into the center of the earth, held safely, completely supported. Shh. Allow the heavy silence to swallow you whole. Surrender to the physical weight of your own existence. Just rest. There is a very strange and profoundly beautiful paradox when it comes to healing the human mind. It is a truth that we almost always forget, especially when we are so used to fixing every single problem in our lives. The paradox is this. The harder you try to force yourself to feel something, the more impossible it becomes. And when you're experiencing this deep midlife numbness, your very first instinct is to try and fix it immediately. You read the books, you try to practice gratitude, you try desperately to force yourself to feel the joy that you think you are supposed to be feeling. But true emotional healing and deep restorative sleep You'll and in a ham can have keen a minute are the only things in this world that you absolutely cannot achieve by trying harder. You cannot muscle your way out of burnout. You cannot force a frozen winter river to flow by yelling at the ice, 20-0 or by punishing it for being cold, 20-0 or by punishing it for being told on. In fact, the very effort of trying to fix your own numbness is exactly what is keeping your nervous system so incredibly exhausted. It has simply become another demanding task on your endless to-do list, another heavy expectation weighing you down in the middle of the night. So tonight, in the absolute safety of this quiet room, I want to introduce you to the profound, healing magic of complete surrender. What if, just for tonight, you completely stopped trying to feel better? What if you just allowed yourself to be exactly as numb, exactly as empty, and exactly as empty, and exactly as profoundly tired as you actually are? Imagine the absolute physical and mental relief of that surrender. To just quietly say to yourself in the dark, I am completely empty today, and that is perfectly fine. I do not need to be fixed tonight. I do not need to find my lost passion tonight. I do not need to feel a single drop of joy or inspiration right now. I just need to breathe. Take a very slow, gentle breath in with me. And exhale all of that immense pressure to be perfect, to be happy, to be productive. Surrender is not giving up. Surrender is simply dropping the heavy rope in an exhausting tug of war that you are never going to win anyway. It is a profound courage to let the silence hold you exactly as you are, without requiring any payment, any gratitude, or any performance from you whatsoever. think of the quiet earth in the dead of winter. It does not try to force the green shoots to grow in the freezing cold. It does not apologize for its barren fields. It does not feel guilty for resting and doing absolutely nothing. It simply surrenders to the dark season, knowing with absolute certainty that the warmth will eventually return entirely on its own schedule. You're beautiful. Tired soul is simply in its winter right now, and that is a perfectly natural, necessary part of the human experience. Necessary part of the human experience. You do not need to bloom all year round. You are allowed to hibernate. Let the heavy, comforting darkness of this room be your protective winter snow, wrapping around you, insulating you from the loud, demanding world outside. Feel yourself sinking even deeper into the mattress as you finally, truly give up the fight. Notice how your physical body responds to this permission. The numbness in your chest is actually starting to soften, not because you forced it to, but simply because you finally stopped fighting it. It is melting into a warm, heavy pool of deep relaxation. You are drifting deeper and deeper into the paradox. The less you try to fall asleep, the heavier your eyelids become. The less you try to feel happy, the more peaceful you actually feel inside. Let go of the steering wheel completely. Let the gentle, dark current of the night take over. You do not need to navigate your life anymore tonight. The river of sleep knows exactly where to take you. Just lay back. Let your muscles turn to heavy liquid and let yourself be carried. You're completely supported by the bed. Completely safe in this room. Completely safe in this room. Completely surrendered to the quiet void. There is absolutely nothing left to do. No one to please. Nowhere to be. Just rest, drift, and surrender to the beautiful emptiness. Let it take you under, deep, under, into the healing dark. Now that your physical body has completely surrendered to the heavy, healing weight of the mattress, we are going to gently bypass your conscious mind and speak directly to the deepest, quietest layers of your subconscious. We are going to carefully, lovingly, reprogram the very foundation of how you perceive your own worth. For so many years, you've been trapped in a deeply exhausting illusion. Society, your upbringing, and the heavy mask of your daily routines have all convinced you that your value as a human being is entirely dependent on what you produce, on what you provide for others, and on how perfectly you manage your endless responsibilities. You've been taught that you must constantly earn your right to rest, earn your right to be loved, and earn your space in this world through endless acts of service and productivity. No wonder you feel so profoundly numb inside. You've accidentally turned your beautiful, vibrant soul into a machine, an engine that runs on obligations. But tonight, in the absolute safety of this dark, velvet room, we are completely dismantling that exhausting belief. I want you to listen to the following truths and let them sink deep into your heavy bones. Let them bypass your inner critic and settle directly into that quiet, warm space behind your heart. You are enough. You are completely, absolutely enough. Exactly as you are in this very moment. You do not need to do anything whatsoever to prove your worth tonight. Your fundamental value is not attached to your endless to-do list. Your worth is not determined by how flawlessly you manage your household, how much you achieve at your job, or how much you constantly sacrifice for the people you love. Those are simply tasks. They are just things that you do. They are not your identity. They are not who you are. You are a breathing, feeling, ancient soul, and your mere existence is a miracle that requires absolutely no justification. Breathe that profound truth in with me. Draw it deep into the bottom of your lungs, and as you slowly exhale, blow away the heavy. You are allowed to exist simply for the sake of experiencing life. You are allowed to have days where you accomplish absolutely nothing, and your fundamental worth does not decrease by a single microscopic fraction. Think about the vast, dark ocean for a moment. Thinking about the gelt, it does not need to be productive. It simply ebbs and flows in its own magnificent, ancient rhythm. Sometimes its waves are active and crashing, and sometimes its waves are active and crashing. And sometimes the water is perfectly, beautifully still, like a sheet of dark glass. You are exactly like that vast, deep ocean. You have your own natural tides. You have your own natural tides. And right now, your tide is pulled all the way back into the quiet depths of absolute rest. You do not need to apologize for being tired. You do not need to feel guilty for being bored with the endless, predictable routines of your midlife. It is completely okay to feel numb right now, because that numbness is just your soul's way of demanding a vital pause, demanding that you stop finding your worth in the external world, and start finding it in the quiet, empty spaces of your own being. I want you to slowly, silently repeat these words in your own mind, letting them echo through the warm darkness of your heavy body. I am allowed to rest. I am inherently valuable. My worth is not tied to my productivity. I am safe to just be exactly who I am. Feel the incredible physical relief that washes over you when you finally drop the heavy burden of having to be useful all the time. You are stepping entirely out of the loud factory of your daily life and stepping into the sacred, quiet sanctuary of your true self. The numbness is continuing to thaw, melting away to reveal a quiet, steady peace that has been there all along. You are safe. You are inherently worthy. You are completely free to drift into the deepest, most restorative sleep you have had in years. Nothing is required of you until tomorrow, and even then, you will carry this profound new truth with you. But for now, just let these gentle affirmations wrap around you like a soft, heavy blanket. Sink down into the absolute certainty of your own innate value. Just be completely free, completely empty, and completely at peace. Now that your subconscious mind has accepted its own profound value, it is time to cross the final, beautiful threshold of the night. We're going to gently move away from the light relaxation of the alpha state and slowly, gracefully descend into the deep, healing waters of the theta state. This is the magical boundary between the waking world and the realm of dreams. Where the deep restoration of your nervous system truly begins. I'm going to count backward from 10 down to 1, 2 very, very slowly. And with each number I whisper, you will feel your physical senses naturally shutting down, one by one, fading away into the comforting velvet dark. 10. You are stepping off the edge of the waking world, letting go of all the logic, all the planning, and all the rigid structures of your midlife routines. 9. Notice how the physical boundaries of your tired body are beginning to dissolve completely. You can no longer tell exactly where your heavy limbs end and the soft mattress begins. You are becoming entirely weightless, just a peaceful, floating consciousness. 80. The physical space around you is infinitely expanding. The familiar walls of your bedroom are melting away, dissolving into a vast, endless darkness. It is a safe, deeply protective void that holds you perfectly, demanding absolutely nothing in return. 7. Your sense of hearing is slowly dialing down. My voice might begin to sound like it is coming from very far away, drifting softly to you across a calm, dark, midnight ocean. You do not need to pay attention to the specific words anymore. Just let the slow, steady rhythm of the sound wash over you like a gentle tide. 6. Your thoughts are becoming incredibly loose, wonderfully disorganized, and profoundly heavy. The tight, logical connections of your adult mind are completely unbinding, letting go of the desperate need to make sense of everything. If random, dreamlike images or colors begin to drift through your awareness, just let them float by like slow-moving clouds in a vast night sky. Do not try to hold on to them. 5. You are halfway across the threshold now, halfway into the healing dream world. The cold exhaustion and the midlife numbness in your chest has transformed entirely, is now warm, a radiant, heavy cocoon of pure, restorative rest. You are so incredibly safe here. 4. Sinking deeper. Poor ass. Sinking deeper, and deeper still. The air in the room feels so beautifully thick, so incredibly soft, wrapping around your quiet mind and pulling you gently, lovingly under the surface. 3. You are completely detached from your daytime identity now. You have left the mask of the responsible caregiver far behind. You are no longer the endless roles you play during the daylight hours. You are just a peaceful, ancient energy, returning to the quiet, eternal source of all rest. 2. Drifting down into the absolute, unbroken silence. The heavy velvet darkness is fully embracing you now, covering you in a thick, dreamless peace that reaches down into your very bones. You are so incredibly close to the edge. 1. You are across the boundary. 1. You have crossed the boundary. You are effortlessly floating in the beautiful, empty space of the theta waves. There is no concept of time here. There is no physical space here. There is only the deep, profound healing of a human mind that has finally, completely surrendered to the night. There is nothing left to hold on to. There is nothing left to hold on to. Just let the slow, heavy waves of sleep carry you away. We are now going to begin a journey together. A journey far away from the predictable, exhausting routines of your everyday life. I want you to imagine that you are standing in the hallway of your own home. The house is completely dark and perfectly quiet. Everyone else is fast asleep, completely safe and resting in their beds. You look around at the familiar walls, the furniture, the spaces where you spend all of your endless energy every single day, doing the chores, managing the schedules, holding everything together. But tonight is different. Tonight, you are not going to stay here. You are not going to stay here. You walk slowly toward the front door. Your hand reaches out and gently turns the handle. The door opens without a single sound, and you step out onto the porch, into the cool, refreshing air of the midnight world. Take a deep breath of that crisp night air. Notice how different it feels from the stagnant air of your daily routines. It smells like wet earth and distant rain in absolute freedom. As you stand on the porch, I want you to imagine taking off an invisible, heavy backpack. This backpack This backpack is filled with every single obligation, every single worry, every piece of guilt, and the entire heavy, gray numbness of your midlife burnout. You gently slide the straps off your tired shoulders, and you let that incredibly heavy bag drop to the wooden floorboards of the porch. You do not need to carry it anymore. You are leaving it right there. It will not follow you on this journey. You step down from the porch, walking away from the house. You are walking barefoot, but the ground is perfectly warm and safe. As you walk down your quiet street, you notice that the familiar houses and roads are beginning to blur. The sharp, rigid edges of your neighborhood are slowly dissolving into a soft, beautiful silver mist. You are leaving the waking world entirely, crossing the boundary into the ancient, forgotten landscape of your own deep subconscious. The paved road beneath your feet gradually transforms into a soft, mossy path. The air around you shifts. The air around you shifts, becoming thicker, richer, carrying the ancient scent of pine needles, damp soil, and blooming night flowers. You are entering a vast and magnificent forest. The trees here are impossibly tall, their massive trunks rising up like giant pillars holding up the dark canopy of the night sky. Their branches weave together high above you, creating a protective, natural cathedral. You are completely alone. But you do not feel lonely. You feel an overwhelming sense of belonging, as if this ancient forest has been waiting for you to return for a very, very long time. The silver moonlight filters down through the leaves in soft, glowing beams, illuminating the path ahead of you. With every single step you take on this soft moss, you feel yourself moving further and further away from the person you have to be during the day. The mother, the wife, the worker, the responsible adult. All of those identities are fading away like echoes in the distance. You are shedding the heavy layers of your persona, leaving them behind on the trail like discarded autumn leaves. You are returning to your most primal, essential self, a pure spirit moving silently through the woods. As you walk deeper into the forest, a gentle, silvery mist begins to roll in over the ground, swirling softly around your ankles. It is a healing mist, profoundly cool and soothing to your tired skin. The mist rises slowly, wrapping around your calves, your knees, your thighs. It acts as a magical barrier, separating you from the waking world, ensuring that absolutely nothing from your daily life can follow you here. No anxiety can cross through this mist. No demands can penetrate this quiet sanctuary. The only sound you can hear is the soft, rhythmic crunch of your own footsteps on the moss, and the gentle rustling of the leaves high above in the ancient branches. It is the oldest, most comforting lullaby in the world. There is into the profound silence beneath the sounds. It is a rich, heavy silence that absorbs all of the loud, chaotic noise that usually crowds your mind. You are walking deeper and deeper. The path winds gently through the massive trees, guiding you effortlessly. You do not need a map. You do not need to make any decisions. Your soul knows exactly where it is going. Numbness in the eyes, numbness in your chest. That cold, gray block of ice is completely gone now, replaced by a quiet, steady warmth. You feel a sense of gentle anticipation. Not the stressful anticipation of your daily chores, but the beautiful, magical anticipation of a soul that is finally free to explore. You look up at the moonlight catching the silver edges of the leaves, Everything in this forest feels incredibly alive, yet perfectly at rest, just like you. The trees are silently watching over you, acting as giant, ancient guardians of your sleep. They have stood here for thousands of years, weathering countless winters and storms, and they offer you their immense, grounded strength. Lean your mind against their strong trunks. Draw on their quiet resilience. You are moving closer and closer to the very center of the forest. The air is becoming even softer. The light is becoming even more ethereal. You feel an irresistible pull, a gentle, magnetic force drawing you toward a place of ultimate healing and profound rest. There is no rush. You have all the time in the world. The night is eternal here, and you are perfectly safe to just wander. Drifting through the beautiful, silver shadows, leaving the heavy world of expectations millions of miles behind you. Shh. Just walk. Just breathe. Just drift deep into the heart of the woods. Every breath you take in this sacred space clears away another layer of mental fog. You feel the gentle, cool breeze brushing against your cheeks, whispering ancient secrets of peace and surrender. The moss beneath your feet feels like a plush, velvet carpet, cushioning every step so perfectly that you feel as though you are floating rather than walking. You notice small, glowing fireflies beginning to emerge from the bushes, tiny sparks of golden light dancing in the silver mist. They remind you of that warm inner spark you found within your own chest. They are lighting the way, welcoming you deeper into the sanctuary. The deeper you go, the heavier your physical body feels in the bed back home. While your spirit feels infinitely light and free here in the forest, the duality is beautiful. You are resting completely, while your soul is finally allowed to roam free, without a single burden, without a single task. You are simply existing in the perfect harmony of this hidden realm, drifting effortlessly along the moonlit path, forever safe, forever peaceful. As you continue to drift effortlessly along the soft, mossy path, moving deeper and deeper into the very heart of this ancient, protected forest, you begin to notice a subtle change in the air around you. The cool, crisp night breeze slowly gives way to a gentle, comforting warmth, a radiant heat that seems to be pulling you forward like a quiet magnet. Somewhere in the distance, just beyond the thick curtain of silver mist, you begin to hear a new sound. It is the incredibly soft, rhythmic sound of flowing water, a gentle bubbling that harmonizes perfectly with the slow beating of your own resting heart. You follow that beautiful sound, letting your intuition guide your steps without a single ounce of effort. The silver mist slowly parts before you like heavy velvet curtains, revealing a magnificent hidden clearing. In the very center of the sacred space, surrounded by ancient stones and lush, dark green ferns, lies a natural hot spring, but this is not an ordinary body of water. The water itself is gently glowing from within and radiating a soft, warm golden and deep sapphire light, casting beautiful, dancing reflections on the towering trees all around you. Thick, luxurious clouds of warm steam are rising slowly from the surface of the spring. Twirling and fading into the cool night air, the scent here is incredibly grounding, carrying the rich essence of ancient minerals, wet stones, and the deeply healing breath of the earth itself. You step slowly toward the edge of the water, ground beneath your feet transitions from soft moss to smooth. Warm stones that have been heated by the glowing spring. You stand at the edge, looking down into the radiant, inviting water. And you know with absolute certainty, deep within your soul, that this hidden sanctuary was created entirely for you. It has been waiting here through all the years of your exhaustion, waiting for the exact moment when you are finally ready to let the numbness go. There's no one here to rush you. There's no schedule to keep. You take your time, gently stepping down onto the first submerged stone. As your foot enters the glowing water, a profound wave of relief instantly travels up your leg. The temperature is an absolute miracle. It is the exact same temperature as your own body. It is the exact same temperature as your own body, making it almost impossible to tell where your physical skin ends and the healing water begins. You take another slow step downward, allowing the warm, heavy liquid to rise up over your knees, your thighs, your hips, with every single inch that you submerge. Another heavy layer of the waking world is instantly washed away. You sink down further, letting the radiant water wrap around your waist, and finally, you allow it to rise all the way up to your chest, submerging the exact place where you have been holding that heavy top block of emotional ice for so many years. Shh. Lean your head back against the smooth. Tiled edge of the spring, and just let your entire body float. The water is incredibly buoyant, holding your weight completely. Holding your weight completely, so you do not have to use a single muscle to support yourself. You are entirely suspended in this warm, glowing liquid. You can feel the powerful, ancient minerals soaking directly into your tired skin, penetrating deep into your heavy bones. Tonal sync. The most beautiful transformation begins. The radiant warmth of the water is gently seeping into the center of your chest, surrounding that frozen, numb space that has kept you feeling so empty and disconnected. You do not need to force the ice to melt. You do not need to analyze why it was there in the first place. You just need to lie perfectly still and let the magnificent heat of the spring do all the heavy lifting. Feel the hard, rigid edges of that inner ice block beginning to soften, beginning to gently give way to the warmth. It is a slow, deeply comforting sensation of thawing. The cold. The gray exhaustion of your endless midlife routines is quite literally dissolving into the water, turning from solid. Heavy ice into a free-flowing river of golden warmth within your own veins. Every time you slowly exhale, you release another dark cloud of trapped tension into the water, and the glowing spring instantly purifies it, washing it away completely. Feel the thawing process spreading outward from your heart, moving down into your stomach, unraveling the tight, anxious knots of all your daily responsibilities. The water is washing away the pressure to be a perfect parent, washing away the heavy burden of being the reliable one at work, washing away the endless mental checklist that keep your mind racing at night. You are experiencing the ultimate somatic release. Your shoulders, which have been carrying the invisible weight of the world for decades, are dropping lower and lower into the warm water. The muscles in your neck are completely unlocking, turning into pure liquid. You are shedding the heavy, restrictive armor of your persona, leaving only the raw, beautiful, feeling soul underneath. You feel so intriguingly good to finally feel something again, and that something is pure, absolute peace. Absolute peace. As the last remnants of the ice melt away from your chest, feel the tiny, golden spark of your inner spirit begin to expand, nourished by the healing heat of the spring. It stretches out, filling the empty spaces with a soft, gentle vibrancy that does not demand any action. It just simply exists in perfect contentment. The numbness is entirely gone, replaced by a profound sense of wholeness and safety. You are completely held by the deep waters of the unconscious mind, floating effortlessly in the dark. Let the gentle, rhythmic bubbling of the spring lull you into an even deeper state of trance. Your breathing is perfectly matched with the rising and falling of the glowing water, slow, deep, and entirely automatic. There's absolutely no resistance left inside of you. You have completely surrendered to the thaw. You are melting into the magic of the forest, becoming one with the quiet night. Just drift. Drift aimlessly in the warm, radiant pool, feeling heavier and heavier and heavier, and yet infinitely free. Let the absolute stillness of the water become the absolute stillness of your own mind. Rest now in the profound, healing embrace of the ancient spring as you slowly and gracefully rise from the glow. Healing waters of the ancient spring. You notice that the night air does not feel cold against your skin. It feels like a warm, comforting embrace, wrapping around you perfectly. You step out onto the soft, velvet moss at the edge of the water, feeling lighter than you have felt in decades. The heavy, cold block of numbness that you carried in your chest for so long has completely dissolved into the glowing pool behind you. You are leaving it all behind. As you stand there in the silver moonlight, you notice a narrow, beautiful path leading away from the spring, winding its way deeper into the heart of the ancient forest. You feel the gentle crunch of pine needles beneath your bare feet, mixing with the soft moss, creating a beautiful tapestry of textures. You notice tiny, glowing spores floating in the air, and like microscopic stars guiding you forward. A gentle, warm breeze brushes past your cheek, carrying the sweet, earthy scent of the numb, cedarwood, and blooming night jasmine. It is an invitation. It is an invitation. You follow the path effortlessly, your feet making absolutely no sound as you glide through the silver mist, feeling a profound sense of anticipation. Not the anxious anticipation of your daily life, but the beautiful, magical anticipation of a tired soul finally returning home. The path leads you gently up a small, moss-covered incline, toward the base of a massive mountain. This mountain has stood here since the beginning of time, a silent, immovable witness to the ages. As you get closer, the silver mist parts once again, revealing the breathtaking entrance to a hidden cave. But this is no ordinary cave. It is a magnificent sacred sanctuary, created by the earth entirely for your rest. The entrance is framed by cascading vines of blowing ivy, and the soft, rhythmic sound of water dripping echoes from inside, acting as a natural, hypnotic metronome. You step through the entrance, and the sight before you is so incredibly beautiful. It takes your breath away. The entire interior of this vast, quiet cavern is lined with massive, naturally formed crystals. Amethyst, rose quartz, and deep sapphire crystals emerge from the stone walls, glowing with their own soft, internal light. They cast a warm, ethereal glow, across the entire sanctuary, painting the walls in shifting shades of violet, soft pink, and deep blue. The air inside the crystal cave is perfectly still and incredibly warm. It is not a stifling heat, but a deeply nourishing, radiant warmth that feels like being wrapped in a thick towel fresh from the dryer on a cold winter night. You feel exactly like you are standing inside a safe, protective cocoon. You can feel the ancient, grounding energy of the crystals radiating outward, wrapping around your physical body and your tired mind. They are silently humming with the frequency of pure, absolute peace, absorbing any tiny, microscopic fragments of exhaustion that might still remain in your aura. You walk deeper into the sanctuary, the smooth stone floor feeling wonderfully warm beneath your feet. In the very center of the cave, puff-early, illuminated by a massive cluster of glowing amethyst. There's a wide, natural depression in the stone. It is shaped perfectly like a giant. It is shaped perfectly like a giant. Protective nest, filled to the brim with the softest, thickest, most luxurious emerald green moss you have ever seen. It forms a perfect, natural bed, waiting specifically for you. And only you, no one else has ever rested here. Next to this beautiful bed of moss, folded neatly, is a heavy woven blanket made of the softest natural fibers. You walk over to the mossy bed, and slowly, gracefully lie down. The moment your back touches the moss, you let out a long, deep sigh of absolute physical relief. The moss conforms perfectly to the unique shape of your body, cradling your spine, supporting your hips, and holding your heavy shoulders with incredible tenderness. It feels as though the earth itself has reached up to hold you. You reach for the heavy woven blanket and pull it up over your body, tucking it in under your chin. The weight of the blanket is magnificent. It is a grounding, comforting pressure that instantly calms your nervous system, pinning you safely to the earth. You are completely hidden away from the world now. Inside this glowing, crystal sanctuary, time absolutely does not exist. There are no clocks. There are no calendars. There is no morning alarm waiting to jolt you awake. The concept of tomorrow has completely vanished. There is only the eternal. Beautiful now. You look up at the ceiling of the cave, watching the soft violet, pink, and sapphire lights dancing slowly across the stone, creating hypnotic, slow-moving patterns. The gentle humming of the crystals synchronizes perfectly with the slow, steady rhythm of your breathing and the quiet beating of your heart. You do not need to be a mother here. You do not need to be a wife. You do not need to be a worker, an organizer, or responsible caregiver. You have absolutely no titles in this sacred cave. You are simply a pure, ancient soul, resting in the protective womb of the earth. No one knows where you are. No one can reach you. No one can ask you to solve their problems, or fix their lives, You are entirely off the grid, disconnected entirely from the endless demands of the waking world. Feel how incredibly good it feels to be completely unreachable, to be wonderfully, perfectly useless to the outside world for just one night. Your only job in this sanctuary is to surrender to the heavy, pulling gravity of sleep. You sink deeper into the plush moss, the weighted blanket pressing you gently down, feeling the soft, velvety texture of the fibers against your skin. The air you breathe in is pure, crystal filtered, and deeply restorative, washing through your lungs like a healing balm. 2, every single time you exhale, you sink another inch into the absolute comfort of the bed. The lights of the crystals are beginning to dim very slowly, mimicking the fading light of the setting sun. The sanctuary is becoming darker, softer, and even more peaceful. The walls of the cave wrap around you, shielding you, defending your profound right to rest. You are so deeply cherished by the universe exactly as you are, you do not need to earn this comfort. It is freely given to you, just because you exist. Just let the heavy, velvet darkness slowly fill the cave, dimming the beautiful colors into a soft, dusky twilight. The gentle dripping of the water in the background slows down, becoming a steady, distant heartbeat. You are completely safe. You are deeply loved. You are deeply free. Your physical body has become so incredibly heavy that it feels like it is merging with the stone of the mountain, while your spirit feels light enough to float up and join the stars. Just drift. Drift away into the healing embrace of the sanctuary, letting the quiet. Ancient magic of the crystals sing your tired soul to sleep. Sleep now. Sink down. Completely protected. Completely at peace. Forever safe in the beautiful dark as you rest here. In the absolute, flawless safety of the glowing crystal sanctuary. A beautiful, profound transition is beginning to take place. The deep, restorative magic of this ancient cave is no longer just outside of you. It is slowly, gently, beginning to integrate into your physical form. I want you to feel the plush, emerald moss beneath you. Notice how it feels exactly like the familiar mattress of your own bed back home. The two spaces are seamlessly merging into one. Your physical bed and this sacred, mossy nest are becoming the exact same place. The profound, heavy relaxation you feel in this dream world is pouring directly into the tired muscles of your waking body. The radiant, violet light of the amethyst crystals is not just illuminating the cavern walls. It is actually seeping into your skin, traveling deep into your bloodstream. Carrying a microscopic, ancient vibration of pure peace to every single cell. You are experiencing the beautiful phase of complete integration. The cold, heavy block of numbness that you carried into this forest is entirely gone. The ice has completely melted away, leaving your chest feeling incredibly warm, expansive, and beautifully open. Your nervous system, and which was so dangerously close to burning out, is now actively repairing itself in this thick, heavy darkness. The vital pathways of joy and dopamine, which had gone completely dormant under the weight of your midlife routines, are slowly, quietly reconnecting. You are healing on a profound cellular level. You do not need to consciously manage this process. Your body knows exactly how to heal when it is given the absolute permission to rest. The tiny, golden spark of your inner spirit. The wild. Passionate part of you that we uncovered earlier is now safely anchored right in the center of your chest. You do not have to leave her behind in this forest. She's coming back with you. She is safely integrated into your heart. You have built a permanent, unbreakable bridge between your everyday life and this deep well of restorative peace. Whenever the endless chores, the mental load, and the exhausting expectations of the world start to feel too heavy again, you do not need to freeze. You do not need to go numb to survive. You just need to close your eyes, take a single deep breath, and you will instantly remember the feeling of this warm, glowing cave. The sanctuary is not a place you have to travel to. It is a sacred room that lives permanently inside of you. You carry this infinite, ancient peace within your own bones. Feel the magnificent weight of that realization. You are completely whole. The fractured pieces of your tired mind have all been gently gathered up and pieced back together with the golden light of the spring. You are no longer just a mother, a worker, or a manager of schedules. You are a deeply grounded, vibrant, feeling human being who is currently engaged in the most important task of all. The task of absolute. The task of absolute. Profound rest. Shh. As the integration continues, notice how the boundaries of your physical body are becoming wonderfully soft and blurred. The heavy woven blanket of you in the cave is the exact same blanket covering you in your real bed. The air in your room is now filtered with the same ancient, healing energy of the forest. Every breath you take draws the magic of the sanctuary deeper into your physical reality. Let the warm, heavy sensation travel from your chest, down through your abdomen, releasing any remaining knots of tension. Let it flow down your legs, all the way to the soles of your feet. Your physical body on the bed is perfectly mirroring the absolute stillness of your spirit in the cave. You are experiencing a profound, total synchronization of mind, body, and soul. Tomorrow, when the sun eventually rises, the world might look exactly the same on the outside. The house will still be there. The responsibilities will still be there. But you will be completely different on the inside. You will not be operating from a place of empty exhaustion. You will be operating from this deep, glowing well of restored energy. The gray and knee stones this will of your midlife numbness has been permanently broken. You have reclaimed your spark. You have reclaimed your spark. But tomorrow is still millions of miles away. You do not need to think about the morning. You do not need to plan your day. Right now, in this eternal, floating moment, floating there's only the heavy, feeling gravity in the deep sleep. The crystals around you are slowly dimming their light even further. The entire cavern is sinking into a rich, velvet darkness. The steady, rhythmic dripping of the water is slowing down, matching the incredibly slow, peaceful beating of your own heart. Your mind is so wonderfully empty. The constant, analytical chatter has been entirely silenced, replaced by a profound, echoing stillness down to the layers of the moss. Down through the mattress, floating effortlessly in the dark, comfortable void of the universe. Your physical body is completely immobilized by this healing trance, paralyzed in the most beautiful, safe and restorative way possible. You are fully integrated. Your body and mind are perfectly aligned. Wrapped together in the thick, heavy blanket of the night, there is nothing to resist, nothing to fear, and absolutely nothing to control. Just let the velvet darkness hold you. Let the gentle, invisible currents of the theta waves carry you deeper and deeper still. You are perfectly safe. You are perfectly safe. You are deeply loved by the universe. Your soul is resting in its ultimate home. Drift, sink, and surrender completely. The healing is done. The work is finished. The work is finished. All that is left to do is sleep. Deep, dreamless, beautiful sleep Let go of the very last tiny thread of awareness. Let the comforting, heavy fog of slumber roll over your mind, swallowing the last remaining thoughts. You are safe. You are whole. You are deeply, profoundly asleep. Shh. Just drift away. Just drift away. Into the warm, ancient dark, where nothing is required. Where nothing is required and everything is peaceful. Sink down, 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 down into the absolute silence. The integration is complete. The rest is infinite. You are drifting now, completely untethered from the waking world. The heavy gravity of sleep has pulled you so far down that the boundaries of the crystal cave are beginning to gently dissolve. The glowing walls of the sanctuary are melting into a vast, open midnight sky. Open midnight sky. There is no ceiling anymore. Just an endless expanse of deep, velvet blue. You are floating effortlessly on a soft cloud of emerald moss, suspended in the middle of the universe. The strict logic of the day has completely evaporated. Your thoughts are no longer connected by any rigid strings of reason. They're just loose, beautiful images, drifting slowly across your fading awareness like lazy clouds on a windless day. Notice the color shifting behind your closed eyelids, soft violet, fading into deep indigo, then melting into a warm, golden haze, then melting into a warm, golden haze. A single silver leaf falls from an invisible tree, spiraling down, 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 taking forever to reach the quiet dark water below. You watch it spin, round and round, carrying the very last tiny fragments of your memory with it. You do not need to remember anything right now. You do not even need to remember your own name. The person was so tired, so incredibly numb just a few hours ago. Feels like a distant stranger. A character in a book you finished reading a very long time ago. You're just pure energy now. A gentle, a formless hum of peace, vibrating in the dark. The glowing amethyst crystals below you have turned into a sea of quiet stars, twinkling softly in the endless night. They are so incredibly far away, but their warmth still reaches you, wrapping you in a thick, heavy blanket of starlight. The sound of the dripping water stretched out, taut, becoming a low, rhythmic vibration, the slow heartbeat of the cosmos, pulsing, 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 slowly, slowly, slowly. You feel exactly like a feather, a single, weightless feather caught in a warm upward draft, drifting higher, and then gently sinking lower, and then gently sinking lower. There is no up or down anymore. There is no left or right. There is only the pure sensation of floating. The air is so thick. The air is so thick, so incredibly soft, it holds you like a plush cushion. Every time you exhale, you dissolve a little bit more into the atmosphere, becoming one with the dark, becoming one with the dark. The midlife burnout is gone. The endless routines are gone. The heavy mask of responsibility is gone. There is nothing left to hold, nothing left to carry. You see a river of silver light winding through the night sky. It flows without making a single sound. You drift toward it, and you seamlessly become the river, flowing slowly through the galaxy, turning into light, turning into silence. It is so peaceful here, so incredibly quiet, so incredibly quiet. The images in your mind are becoming more and more abstract. Tushouts without names, carnivals without ages, a warm, glowing orb, a dark ocean wave, a soft sigh in the wind. Soft sigh in the wind. They do not mean anything. They do not have to. Your tired brain is perfectly happy to just watch them float by, without analyzing, without judging. You are slipping deeper into the hypnagogic state, the beautiful, shadowy borderland between awareness and absolute unconsciousness. The heavy velvet curtain of sleep is slowly drawing to a close. You feel the gentle tug of the void. Though putting you under, and you go willingly, happily, completely surrendering to the pool. The mossy bed is a cloud. The cloud is a breath. The breath is a shadow. Everything is merging. Everything is blurring into one perfect, solid sensation of rest. You are so deeply loved by the silence. The darkness is a mother holding her tired child, singing a song without words, a melody of pure vibration, a melody of pure vibration. You are completely safe. You are entirely free, just a floating spark in the infinite dark. Let us linger in this floating space. The tiny glowing spores of the ancient forest are now dancing around you, forming slow, lazy spirals. They touch your skin and turn into a soft, physical warmth. Physical warmth. You feel a gentle swaying motion, like being rocked in a hammock woven from moonlight, back and forth, in perfect time with your incredibly slow breathing. The rhythm is ancient. It is the rhythm of the tides, the rhythm of the seasons, the rhythm of the earth itself spinning silently through the dark. You are perfectly synced with this cosmic dance. There is absolutely no rush, no urgency, no urgency. Eternity exists right here in this single, floating breath. A warm, heavy fog rolls through the sky, obscuring the stars, wrapping you in an even thicker layer of isolation and safety. You cannot see anything, and you do not want to. The blindness is a gift, a much-needed break for your tired eyes and your overstimulated mind. The fog smells like rain on dry earth, a deeply comforting, primal scent that tells your nervous system that the long drought is over. The numbness is cured, and the healing rain has finally come. You drink in the scent, letting it wash through your heavy limbs. Your toes are numb. Your fingers are numb. Your fingers are numb, but not with exhaustion. With the beautiful, paralyzing magic of deep sleep. The physical paralysis is a profound relief, and a biological guarantee that you do not have to move. You do not have to work. You do not have to do anything at all. Drift, float, float, dissolve, dissolve. The words themselves are losing their meaning. They're just sounds now. The soft vibrations brushing against your ears. Let them go. Let everything go. The river of starlight carries you further into the void. The water is perfectly still. The night is perfectly quiet. You are perfectly empty. Shh. Sleep is claiming you entirely, wrapping its heavy arms around your fading consciousness, pulling you down, down into the absolute silence. The drift is taking you home. To the place where all souls go to heal. Rest, rest, drift, fade. You have finally arrived. At the very center of the night. The beautiful, profound. The beautiful, profound. and absolute void. The dream images have slowly faded away. The crystal cave, the glowing forest, the silver river, they have all completely dissolved into this magnificent, heavy darkness. Yes, heavy darkness. There are no more shapes to see. There are no more colors to process. There are no more stories for your mind to follow. There is only this. Siopa, the pure, unbroken silence of the deep. The pure, unbroken silence of the deep. Deep. This is the sanctuary beneath the sanctuary. The sanctuary, the quietest place in the entire universe, and you are perfectly and entirely safe here. Notice how incredibly heavy your physical body feels in this space. It is a comforting, paralyzing weight, pulling you down, down, down. Down into the absolute center of the earth. You do not need to move a single muscle. You do not even have the microscopic desire to move. Your arms are heavy, solid as stone. Your legs are thick, rooted into the mattress. Your tired spine is completely fused with the soft bed beneath you. You are melting into the dark. The boundaries between you and the room have completely vanished. You are the darkness. You are the darkness. And the darkness is you. There's absolutely nothing left to figure out, nothing left to understand. The analytical mind is completely powered down. The constant, exhausting chatter of daily life is permanently gone, replaced by a vast, echoing emptiness. Do not be afraid of this beautiful emptiness. This is not the cold, lonely emptiness of your midlife burnout. This is the rich, fertile emptiness of true, restorative sleep. Restorative sleep. This is the quiet, dark soil where your soul is actively healing. Rebuilding in strength and absolute secrecy. Rebuilding in strength and absolute secrecy. Let the silence wrap around you like a thick, heavy velvet blanket, tucking you in, protecting you from every single demand of the waking world. In this void, time has completely stopped. There is no past to regret. There is no future to plan for. There is no morning waiting for you. There is only this one. Single. Infinite moment of deep rest. The air you are breathing is cool, pure, and incredibly thick. Every time you inhale, you are drawing the absolute peace of the void deep into your lungs, filling your chest with a quiet, steady calm. And every time you exhale, you are sinking even deeper, letting go of the very last microscopic fragments of awareness. Just breathe. Just exist. You do not need a name here. You do not need an identity. You are simply a quiet heartbeat in the dark. A slow, steady pulse of life, resting in the massive, protective hands of the universe. The void is holding you, supporting your heavy limbs. Supporting your heavy limbs, cradling your exhausted mind. You are so deeply cherished, exactly as you are, without having to do a single thing. Listen to the silence. It is not empty. It is full of a low, ancient hum, the sound of your own cells repairing themselves. The sound of your nervous system finally letting go of its armor. The healing is happening entirely on its own. You do not need to help it. You do not need to direct it. Just surrender. Surrender completely to the heavy, humming gravity of the deep sleep. Let the words begin to fade away now. let my voice become just a soft, distant vibration in the dark, blending seamlessly into the background of your fading consciousness. There is nothing more to say. There's absolutely nothing more to hear. There is absolutely nothing more to hear. Only the slow, rhythmic rise and fall of your own chest. Deep, deep, dark, dark, peace. Heavy, heavy velvet, velvet sleep. Heavy, velvet, sleep, stinking, floating, fading, fading. Let the void take you completely. You are perfectly safe to disappear into the rest. The nothingness is beautiful. It is it's a warm, dark ocean, and you are just a single drop of water, returning to the source. No thoughts, no words, no expectations, just the pure, sweet relief of absolute unconsciousness. Let go of the rope. Let go of the light. Welcome the heavy. Welcome the heavy. Healing dark. Sleep, sleep. Deep, dreamless sleep. Deep, dreamless sleep. The void is your home tonight. Rest, dash, fade. Dissolve, dash that dissolve into the beautiful. Quiet nothing. Just sleep, sleep, sleep. As you sink completely and utterly into the infinite silence, I want you to offer one final, gentle whisper of gratitude to your own incredibly tired soul. Thank your physical body for surviving the heavy exhaustion of the day. Thank your nervous system for holding that heavy armor for so long. And thank yourself for finally having the profound courage to let that armor go tonight. The cold ice inside your chest is completely melted. The midlife numbness has been entirely washed away by the deep, restorative waters of the dream world. You have given yourself the absolute greatest gift, the complete permission to just stop, to just exist without producing anything at all. You are no longer required to be strong for anyone. You are just a quiet, peaceful vibration in the magnificent void of the universe. You are safe. You are entirely whole. And you are deeply, profoundly loved exactly as you are. As my voice begins to slowly fade away into the velvet shadows, let the healing frequencies of the night take over completely. Let the heavy, comforting sound of the silence carry you through the remaining hours. You do not need my voice to guide you anymore. Your subconscious mind knows exactly how to heal you. It is holding you securely in its ancient, warm embrace. The transition is complete. There is absolutely nothing left to hold on to. The journey into the dark is finished. You have returned to the deep, quiet center of your own being, dark, where no anxiety can ever reach you. I am leaving you now, nigh in the absolute safest, most peaceful place in the entire world. Sleep. Most peaceful place in the entire world. Sleep. Beautiful, heavy, healing sleep. Let the comforting darkness fold over you one last time, tucking you in for the night. Tucking, even tucking. Good night, you beautiful, deeply tired soul. Good night. Your work is done. Just fade away. Into the perfect, to the perfect, endless peace of the delta waves. Sink down, top down, top down. To just sleep.